Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Two teams trying to finish on a winning note in the Las Vegas Bowl. It's the Boise State Broncos and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This year has not gone according to plan. After winning the national championship last year, they thought this season could be an opportunity to run it back, but they have fallen short. Now in a bowl game, they are a little bit disappointed, but coach said, listen, we can look back on what we didn't do or focus on what opportunity lies ahead. He is trying to get his team locked in and loaded so next year can get off to a great start. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. So LSU's offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Got it in the middle, it's Rhodes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Quick spin on the run. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Back to throw, it's McCray. Trying to barrel in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting him tackled to the ground.
On the option, he'll pitch it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The Broncos offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Williams open on the right side. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Almost had the completion, just missed it. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's McCray. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
I love the team defense on display. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass, and how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Finds his big tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Malone. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smith dropping to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fighting off the defender. Might have a chance. Just shedding tackles. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Goff. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off.
Intercepted intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Got a little space. Shakes off the defender. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving out to the right. There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's McCray. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quickly complete. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The option, he'll keep it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Smith wants to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it over the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. QB draw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught by Williams. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Snap it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
There's a crease. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's McCray. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown Broncos. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. On target. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They'll run it. It's Gage. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. Quick toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's McCray. Throws to the wideout. Grabs it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the option. Pitch, looking for the corner. Touchdown! Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Smith dropping to pass. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. This defense had its work cut out for them. When a guy can get out of the pocket like that, it'll be 4th and inches.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the pressure. Breaks loose. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. He's got his man across the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown LSU.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Give to the single back. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Now back over to your game inside Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I feel like they kind of needed that play right here on 3rd down, man. They've kind of struggled. They've had to punt several times this football game. They've already dug themselves a hole. Maybe that will give them a little adrenaline shot. Maybe that can give them some momentum moving forward. They got to have something. They need a spark to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just keeps swinging it. Lets it fly. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll do it himself. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Smith dropping to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. The run inside. It's Jones. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's McCray. Fires left. With the catch, it's Bryant. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big, explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Running inside, it's Jones. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to do it on the ground. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Smith wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Here's a heat. He uncorks one deep. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment. They hit 1,500 yards. That speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find it.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Smith dropping to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown Broncos! And that one will put them up here in the second half. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Jones. Finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Now the toss. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Smith wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Quick release on the RPO.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
It's complete on the right side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Running inside. It's Malone. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. The 30, at the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghosts. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want that clock to run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized.
Upstairs, he's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Boise State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Makes it past the marker. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Right back to the well. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Creates a little room. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Jones. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gage. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put this one in the vault. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses will just boom in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both.